As we know, these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant in at the 3. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked how they hope to contain Kevin Durant, one of the most effortless scorers the league has ever seen. Kevin, you can expect some double teams when KD gets the ball in its favorite spots.
All right, David, thanks. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Back to KD. Shoots over Curry. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. To the inside, Green, and the layup's good off the glass.
Draymond Green loves playing through contact. That is a nice finish.
Harden against Wiggins. Harden outside, launches it. The Warriors pull it in. Outside, Green, Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
I think you can make a strong case that Draymond Green is the best passing four in the league. Unreal court vision.
Irving kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Irving against Curry. Out to Chris. Pass to Wiggins. No good. Good D by Harden. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. A shot's good from Irving.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Wiggins outside. The pass to Chris. Over Jordan. Chris can't hit.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
On the wing, Harden. Covered by Wiggins. Harden the pass to Griffin. Jordan trying to free himself up. Griffin can't get it to go in. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Chris in the post. He's against Jordan. Wiggins right side. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Durant against Green. The shot by KD. No good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Oubre, no one around him. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Stephen Curry, another sniper. He'll hurt you from three-point land.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Pass to Wiggins from downtown. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
Well, still working on consistency from range, but improved shot mechanics for Andrew Wiggins.
Pass to Irving. Outside, KD. Outside, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden's shot is good. And here are the Warriors now. They trail by 1.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
Now, here's Green. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Harden surveying the D. He kicks it to Irving. Passes it to Griffin. 6 to shoot. Harden trying to get open. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen that a time or two for Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
And you know, Doris, for both Kyrie and Kobe, each had an urge to step out on his own, to put their fingerprints on a team.
No doubt, Kevin. For Kobe, it was Shaq. For Kyrie, it was LeBron. And think about last season. Kyrie actually called LeBron to apologize. But let's not kid ourselves, right? He is most comfortable in the starring role.
Now, here's Irving. Durant for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 6. The pass to Chris. Outside, Green. To stop the run and block the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Wiggins against Harden. On its way from Irving for 2. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Stats for Harden. Last season, he played outstanding. First in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Feeds it to Curry. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Here's Curry following the basket by DeAndre Jordan.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so here is Golden State following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Oubre kicks to Wiggins. At the elbow, Green. Pass to Curry. From deep. Again, Curry missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Timeout called the Warriors. Now great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts. Softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the rafters.
Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Free throw good, Wiggins. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, and his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating, because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Good, James Harden.
You have to remember, the Nets surrendered their draft pick every year for 5 straight years, between the years 2014 to 2018. How they turned that into a playoff run last year, one of the great stories in the league.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Doris, you're right. Those picks you're referring to, surrendered by the Nets in their 2013 trade with the Celtics.
And think about it, Kev. That transaction was one in a string of trades by the Nets, trading their picks for veterans. This 2019 draft, only the second time the Nets controlled their pick in the last 9 years. What they have achieved in the face of that is nothing short of remarkable.
And here is Curry. James Harden getting it to go from deep.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Jordan kicks to Irving. Lets the 3 fly. Wiggins with the rebound. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 17-point game. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. On the wing, Harden, covered by Wiggins. Pass to Irving. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oubre passes to Pascal. Curry against Griffin. 5 to shoot. Looking to get back on track here. And the layup good by Curry. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Again, Irving missing. Warriors trail by 15. Oubre with it. Guarded now by Irving. And the basket by Pascal.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. The kick out to Irving. They get the rebound. The shot off that time. And it's the Warriors on the break. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by KD. Inside, Griffin. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Blake Griffin. And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He can't get the first one.
Boy, how about the Warriors enjoying this beautiful new arena, the Chase Center? What an incredible amount of work went into getting this built, and that was before they even broke ground, guys.
And the second free throw, good. And the Chase Center will enable the Warriors, they think, to spend big on talent. But you know what, Doris? There is still a lot of nostalgia for their old home in Oakland.
No doubt, Kevin. The fans were so incredibly loyal. Oracle Arena was known for its rowdiness. The hope, obviously, that spirit will travel across the bay.
Warriors trail by 15. Oubre dishes to Curry. Passes to Looney. Back to Curry. Here's Pascal. Defended by Griffin. Pascal, the pass to Wiggins. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt at his 3rd make.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Irving looking for an opening. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 9 points.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Looney. Wiggins outside. The feed to Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
This guy's a super quick leaper. Oubre doesn't need much time to get off the floor.
Harden against Wiggins. Fires top of the key. But they get it back. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 14. We've got more in store for you right after this. Reaching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Irving. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. And he makes the first. Doris, if I were to ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back three will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, yes,
right?
yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
Now here's Curry. Shot from the top of the key. Good as the jump shot falls. Curry's got his third basket of the night right there.
Boy, it's hard to add up how much damage Curry has done with his shot in his career. This jump shot has been one of the greatest weapons we've ever seen.
Here's Jordan. 8 points his last outing. Here's Dinwiddie. Jordan trying to free himself up. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors. Warriors trail by 14. Here's Curry with the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And finished off by KD.
Boy, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Jordan. That shot off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Oubre. Some solid defense from Harris. Nets leading by 13. To the paint. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Harris. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Irving with the steal. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Curry, and Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Shot clock at 6. Curry from deep three-point land. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside Durant shoots the 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Checked in for Oubre.
So a moment now to see the story on Kyrie Irving. He's coming off an excellent season. 11th in assists, 13th in steals, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish, always had his head up, looking for the open man. Now here's Curry, 12 points for him. Here's Looney. Left side Curry. And he uses the glass on the layup. 14 points for him.
Well, everyone in the NBA understands that Steph Curry is the master in pick and roll. He understands to take what the defense gives him.
Dinwiddie against Lee. And Looney sends it back. Outside Curry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Dinwiddie finds Harris. Dinwiddie left side. KD passes to Dinwiddie. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, when Spencer Dinwiddie puts his head down and goes to the contact, he is unafraid and fearless.
Curry way outside. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Nets leading by 15. Lee with the steal. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 19 points.
Steph Curry's ability to shoot the basketball off the dribble may be as special as we've ever seen in the history of the league.
Dinwiddie kicks to Jordan. Releases. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And the pass to Looney. Outside Green. Pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep. And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That's his first foul. Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. It's deflected.
Oh, the freak athleticism. Chris with the tools to be an elite rim protector.
No good from Lee.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Warriors trail by 14. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't. Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
Here's Lee. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Back to Curry. Over Irving. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Jordan at the elbow. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Feeds it to Curry. Shoots over Dinwiddie. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Now Jordan, he has 6. Irving drives in. Good work there as it goes. Irving's got 13.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Lee passes to Curry. Corner shot. Yep, that one goes in there. 23 points in the game.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Irving finds Dinwiddie. Jordan with it, covered by Lee. Durant just inside the line. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Curry with the 3. A rebound by the Nets. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pops it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Irving against Curry. Over Irving. The shot by Curry, no good. Nets leading by 18. Now, here is Irving. Can't hit from 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Curry against Jordan. And the Warriors get it back. Tipped away. Outside Curry. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Curry's got 26 points.
And shooting better from three-point range here in the second, but overall still struggling right around 30% from beyond for the game.
Passes it to Durant. Goes up on the high post. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight. Warriors trail by 17. And here is Curry. 26 points for him. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision. vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
Warriors trail by 18. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Chris. On the wing, Lee. Shot clock at 6. Oubre dishes to Curry. Unloads. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. You know, Doris, at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them. He has come off the bench. And to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
And the first one drops.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
The Warriors making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Curry against Irving. Oubre outside. Pass to Wiggins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. Nets leading by 18. Durant with it. 16 points for him. A 3-ball. Here's Dinwiddie. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Nets lead by 18. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 17 points, 6 assists, and 1 steal. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
We saw what you already know. Kyrie's an outstanding scorer. But lately, he's also taken a lot of pride in his defense. Made a great impact on the glass. He's competing in every phase of the game now.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's the Nets now. Curry is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Green. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Chris in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And Wiggins throws it down.
Yeah, I like this for Wiggins. Keep putting the ball on the deck and taking it at the rim.
Irving passes to Durant. Curry with the steal. And here's the break. Oubre with it. He's picked up by KD. And that one, good.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Durant. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. The shot by Jordan, no good.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Oubre, the teardrop falls in. Oubre's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Irving dishes to Harden. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chris has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Irving against Curry. Bank shot, no good.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And it's Wiggins missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They come out here. Yep. Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
Curry can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 12. It's Durant on the wing. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Andrew Wiggins. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. That free throw good from Griffin. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one one prepares more, no one works harder. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Griffin trying to get open. Off target at the rim. Warriors trail by 14. Shot from 12. The rebound by Harden. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Jordan. Kicks it to Irving. Outside Griffin. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And the basket is good.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Passes to Chris. Some nice passing by Golden State. On the wing, Wiggins. Nailed from three-point land. Wiggins has got 16.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Jakar Sampson's checked in for the Nets. On D, trailing by 13.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Knocked loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre. Brooklyn leading by 13. Harden outside. Irving can't hit.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 19 points.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Chris passed to Bowman. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. Dishes to Wiggins. Over Harden. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Andrew Wiggins.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Now, here's Irving. 19 points in the game. Here's Griffin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor, and Griffin is one of them.
First one at the line is good.
The Nets had to be so judicious and so smart with every move they made because they did not have top draft selections. So you have to use cap space to acquire picks. They had to find sleepers in the draft. They had to find players who were probably undervalued and then develop those players. This is an organization that used every tool at their disposal.
Now here's Wiggins. 18 points for him. And there's the pass to Oubre. There's Chris. The dish now to Wiggins. Harden against Green. Back to Wiggins. Three-pointer. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one. And Doris, the Nets showed they could manufacture a rebuild.
Kevin, what the Nets did was not easy. But to me, it shows you exactly how critical quality front office personnel is to the success of an organization. And the Nets were on point throughout the process.
Here's Oubre following the basket by Blake Griffin. Oubre kicks to Chris. Back to Oubre. On the wing, Wiggins. Wiggins at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Some contact inside. Wiggins playing big and will go to the charity stripe.
The Warriors have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Free throw good, Wiggins.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge. Here's Bowman. That one falls.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
Great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Now, Dinwiddie, 6 points for him. They get a hand on it, and another turnover here by Brooklyn. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. James Harden, number 1, and, of course, Stephen Curry.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads.
Oh,
goodness.
How about 6'10" with a 38-inch vertical? You do the math. That's a heck of a play by Marquise Chris.
Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
On the wing, Wiggins. Oubre outside. Green draws the double. Pass to Chris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, this guy, a top 10 pick in 2016, we have seen Marquise Chris's talent. We've also seen the areas where he can improve.
First free throw is good.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension, and what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
They shoot again, and that's 2 points on the late. School's got his second basket of the night.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
There's Dinwiddie. He has 6. Harris finds Griffin. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Bowman. Rebounded by the Nets. Griffin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harris passes to Griffin. 1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. Offensive rebound. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy. And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry against Dinwiddie. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him for the lead. Not going to go that time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Nets up by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. Assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Shutting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot. Manning the middle. Kept alive. Looney passes to Pascal. Wiggins from outside. Here's Looney. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
Dinwiddie, who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. High post, KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable.
Curry way outside, and it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Doris, you knew that his free agency would be one of the biggest stories of the summer. Everyone tried their best to land Kevin Durant.
And even considering the injury, anyone would be willing and able to take Kevin Durant on their roster. Why? Because when he's healthy, you become an immediate contender.
Free throw is good.
What you love about Kevin Durant is he's an MVP level candidate every year, and yet there's a hunger and a thirst to get better at basketball. This is so fun to watch.
And KD drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Curry finds Wiggins. Back to Curry. This one for 3. Oh, good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Down low. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Harris. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. A floater, and he lays it up and in.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the most dynamic ball handlers in the game. He has more moves than you can count.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Curry passes to Oubre.
With Kelly Oubre, you know this guy's going to be in attack mode. Contact or no, this guy's going to be aggressive.
One falls for him.
Now you look at the physical gifts for Kelly Oubre. 6'7", but with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a terrific leaper, and he's got great potential defensively.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. He's off on the second.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Count the basket. KD's got 24 points.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD roll. My man is going.
Curry against Irving. Curry, good.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Martin outside. Pass to Claxton. Durant. That's good. KD's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Wiggins against Harden. Wiggins with the bounce pass. On its way from Curry for 2. And he overshot that one, missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And the shot goes in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 35 in the game.
And that's another 3. And it really, if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out here like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Oubre outside. He kicks to Curry. Back to Oubre. Pass to Curry. 4 on the clock. Latrey. No good there.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Irving passes to Claxton. He dishes it to Harden. Begins with the block.
Using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan. Wiggins air-mailing it back.
Here's Curry. The shot's good. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
The pass to Claxton. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a 3-point game. Curry kicks to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
Well, no one rotates over. Andrew Wiggins makes them look silly at the rim.
The Nets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 now on the night. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Curry outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point, 5:20. Here's Harden. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Yeah, with those long strides. Andrew Wiggins so dangerous in transition.
Curry against Irving. Harris outside. Pass to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Lets it go with a 3. And Curry pulls it down.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And they take the lead. And it's 13 points for Kelly Oubre.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Harden inside the 3-point line and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Good D by Harden. The Nets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Durant trying to break free. Harden's shot is off. The Warriors trailing. Wiggins surveying the floor. Oubre outside. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Oubre's got 5 points in the quarter. Timeout called the Nets. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg. He never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's 3-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him. And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Irving against Curry. High post, KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You simply can't fight on the shot fake, but Kevin Durant makes that a tough task.
First one drops. And KD drops them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Golden State's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Harden against Wiggins. Kicks it to Curry. There's the triple. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Durant dishes to Harden. Oubre with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Drills the three-pointer. Wiggins has got 31.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Pass to Irving. Back to Harden. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Count it. Curry's got 39.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Nets trail by 4. Poked away. This is it to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a
pass to Curry for three. Another three for Golden State.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Harden against Wiggins. Lets it fly. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from James Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And a deep three from Curry. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Griffin kicks to Irving. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Timeout called the Warriors. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. The pass to Chris. Now Curry. Back to Chris. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 5 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. Misses the step-back jump shot. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
That puts them in the lead. 32 points for James Harden.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective score in that area.
Kevin, you have got to respect that about Oubre. He believes in himself even in the tight spots of the game.
It's Harden with the drive. Good on the bucket. Harden's got 34. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for a point.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
A minute 42 left in the game. The three. And it's Jordan with the jam.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Warriors trail by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim and finished off by Oubre.
Well, there's a chemistry with this group, and Oubre makes that finish look easy.
1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Wiggins against Harden. From outside, off the mark. The Warriors shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Curry against Irving. Takes the 3. Curry can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Griffin kicks to Harden. Back to Griffin. To the middle. Money!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Curry can't get it to go. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
KD 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Change here. Green's checked in. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Curry. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
What's incredible to me is Kyrie Irving at 6'3". Does he possess incredible eye-popping athleticism? No. But he can create his own shot anytime he wants, and his finishing ability is as good as it gets in the NBA.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Irving against Curry. A three-pointer, Wiggins, and no good that time. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Curry passes to Chris. Wiggins outside. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.